we just round down. That'll be fine. So today I figured once a couple people have gotten here, I want to start out. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for the whole stream, but I'd like to start out with doing some viewer skirmishes on my Resto Druid. It is skirmish weekend, and if any of you haven't done it yet, there's a quest that lets you basically you win 10 skirmishes, and it gives you some extra honor, and it gives you a guaranteed champion strongbox, and then artifact power? Question mark? I think it's artifact power. I already did mine, but you also, throughout the duration of this event, get 50% extra honor from skirmishes, which is pretty good if you can win them pretty quickly. So I figure I'll just put together some groups and get whoever who wants to come in. I am healing, so you can't heal. You must be a DPS, but we can play some scrims, and then after like an hour or so, or maybe if I get bored of it or whatever. The other thing that I need to do today is get a little bit of leveling done in my Horde Druid. I was talking about this in the vlog, but I realized if I'm going to be serious about PvP, I'm going to need to have a Druid to play with on both factions, or at least definitely on Horde faction, so that I can actually play with some of the people there. Hey Lips, I am doing great today. It is Pokemon Sun and Moon release day. I was going to talk about it in the vlog and I completely forgot, but it's Pokemon Sun and Moon release day today. So once my husband gets home at like 5 or whatever, he's bought them this morning, so he's bringing home each of our copies, and we're having a Pokemon party, and by that I mean we're just gonna like play a lot of Pokemon. We always play the new Pokemon games together. We each get one half of them, and then we hang out together and play the things. Hey Pokemon Champion, how you doing today? Have you picked your starter in Sun and Moon yet? I can't decide on mine. I thought I was gonna get the little water dolphin thing, but there's like the grass owl. I think I've ruled out the cat at this point because I took a look at the third evolution form of the fire cat, and it's not my thing. I just can't. So it's got to be either the weird owl thing or the weird dolphin thing, and I think I might do the owl, but I don't know. Is that Ben? Perfect time. You were needing something to listen to while you finish your homework. Nice, cool. Good luck with your homework. Kenneth Calamari, Horde leveling. Yeah, I got to get it done at some point. But we're gonna do some scrims first. You're salty. We're getting it next week in France, Belgium. Oh, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yeah, it's okay. At least you'll have it. And Pokemon's one of those games that I pretty much play until the next one comes out. Not constantly, but off and on. Pokemon's one of my comfort games, kind of. So if I ever get really stressed out and just like fed up with WoW or online games or like the internet in general, I can just like take my 3DS and then like hide under the covers and go offline and then just like shut out the entire world and then just like play with my little dudes. It's pretty good. Greetings from South Dakota. Hey Greg, greetings from Oregon. How you doing? You main dis, but you can go shout if you want me for Skirm Flair. Yeah, for sure. Whatever you need. I'm gonna try and get as many people through their Skirm quest as we can, and also just kind of practicing and having fun. But I'm probably gonna throw the group up just so we can start getting some people in. So pre-made groups for arena skirmishes. Start a group. The title, we're doing 3 because I'm healing. The title is gonna be Hi, I'm Hazel. APS only. Put password from stream in note. Okay, so the password is just what should we make our password? Also, we're not doing voice or anything. Banana. Or just say that you're from the stream. Either of those two things. You can either put the word banana or that you're from the stream in the note. But you're welcome to sign up for this group, and then if you have that in your note, then I'll give you some priority. This person, I don't know if they're from the stream or not because I didn't put it in the note, although I may have been lagging on saying the word banana. So we'll just get the first 2, and then we'll do a couple, and then we'll replace people either as they drop or as they finish their 10 wins quest. Yeah, alright, how are you? You're definitely in love with Litten because cats, yeah. And that was why I was so surprised I wasn't into the cat thing, because cats. I'm, generally speaking, very interested in any and all cat pets in the games, but the final form of the water fairy one was like adorable. Banana. Alright. We got ourselves a Windwalker, Brewmaster? Windwalker, yes! I hear Windwalkers are just like the best thing around these days, and would like to figure out what kind of comps I'm going to be playing It was so easy in Warlords. Like, my options were RMD or Turbo. And I was like, I know a bunch of Shamans. I'm just going to play Turbo. So I just made a bunch of Warrior friends to go with all my Shaman friends. And I just played nothing but Turbo for pretty much all of WoD. And now there's so many different comps. I can't really just say, oh, I'm going to be an LSD Druid and then only do that. Banana. All right, we're doing Shadow Windwalker. Queuing it up. Queuing it up. Also, I'm not going to promise anything on my skills, but it's skirmishes. So what's really the worst thing that can happen here? I just want the extra honor. I don't know. I guess I'm grinding for, I don't know exactly what honor prestige level you get to mount on, but it's a level that I'm gonna need to get to because, you know, pony. Hello, friends. Hello, Flabby. My name is Hazel, and I need your help. Although, not at this particular moment. But at some point, we need to get those extra three twos wins in so that we can get our gear before next week. Hello. Cherry butt. Is that a suggestion for the password, or are you talking about the final form of the water starter? I think I'm gonna go with the owl thing. I think I like the weird ghost grass owl. It's bizarre to me that it has the flying type and then it loses it in a later evolution, but I guess I can get over it. Do I have lead? I do. Let's give us some target markers. I'm gonna pretty much let you guys decide on stuff to hit, although I like it when people hit feral druids because it keeps them off me. Feral? Also, people meld feral druids. Maybe it's just Flabby, but I've seen on multiple occasions ferals just get swapped to and or started on, and then they just disappear. They just like go to wherever cats go when they die. I was gonna stealth, but it looks like I'm in combat. All right, so that's already dispersion, so I'm not gonna layer anything on top of that. I don't know. What the hell is a resonance totem? What is that? Alright, so now the feral's over here, so he's gonna get stunned up. A little bit of a DR stun there. Wind shear is actually gone. Can I clone? Yes. Alright, so that's a full clone on the healer. May or may not be able to get out of that. I don't know if he already trinketed. I'm gonna try for another one. Oh, that's Karma. But it's our team's Karma. I need to get better at figuring out. I had an issue the last time I did skirmishes where I couldn't always distinguish, couldn't always 100% of the time distinguish friendly and enemy buffs on my various frames, and maybe I was just confused. Alright, so we're all rotting a little bit here. I would like to pop my gun here, get a really big set of hots out on everybody, get the root off there. I don't know why we have a root. And get a full clone. Oh, feral found me. I don't usually juke too much in skirmishes because, like, people almost never kick, but once I've been kicked once, I'll usually give it a try. That's kind of bad, actually. I did not pre-shift that maim stun. I did skin. Do I need to use my second charger thingy? No. I do need to go give priest my... Ah! No, so far. A little too far away. Hi, Yaks. You were just in Portland last week. Nice weather. What was the weather like last week? Was it rainy? I feel like we had an entire week of rain recently, but maybe it cleared up. To be honest with you, I don't go outside often. I mean, I go outside every day, but I go outside very early in the morning, and I find even when it's generally raining, it usually clears up for like an hour for me in the morning, regardless. And then I can just walk my dog and I get back home, and then it starts raining again after I get home. I was like, okay, that's fine. You can do that. Nice town. Riots were a little frustrating when they got ugly. Yeah, that's not a great experience, but people are gonna do what they're gonna do. But yeah, I love Portland. Oh, it's the same team. Cherry Boat was a password suggestion. It's a good one. If only you played Horde. Later in the stream, after I've done some skirmishes and woken up a little bit, I'm gonna do some leveling on Horde. I think I have a 102 Horde Druid that I'm working on. Of course, once I get her up to 110, I'm gonna have to like get her gear and artifact power and honor talents, and that's gonna be its own thing. But it's a start. They changed the PvP system to make it faster to get into it so the gear didn't matter, and then they added all these other things that matter. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not kite quite as far away this time. I'm gonna try and stay a little closer to my team, because I definitely was a little too far. I had the iron bark out, but I was a little too far to hand it out. So they're gonna try Ellie this time. So Pally is pushed right in, so I can pretty much just get an early clone. Shifting Hex? Oh, no, not quite. The effort was there, effort. Full stun to me, but I've got some hot set, and I'm pre-bared, so they're not actually hitting me. I can clone again very shortly. There's another full clone. And that should be good. Can I get another one? Quite possibly. There it is. I don't have an iron bark, but I do have an overgrowth. That'll help. And I have a stun for the paladin, I guess. The more healing I can prevent in skirmishes tends to lead to some victory. Here we go. Monk can probably use the roots often. Hotting myself up. I can trank back here, actually. None of them can kick me, and I have hots up on everybody, which should make this worth my globals. Just for some AoE healing, and then I'm gonna get the iron bark out on my friend and try and get a line on her. Oh, I completely ate that. That was my fault. I'm not great at watching and shifting stuff like that when I'm also streaming and trying to talk at the same time. Oh no, I don't have anything for you. I don't have anything left. Yeah, well. A for effort. It was warm, then rain, now it's cold. Yeah, it was really cold today. I think it got down to like 40, which isn't really cold, but it's cold for Oregon. It doesn't freeze often around here. It tends to just get kind of chilly, but we don't usually get like ice, so getting close to that freezing point was kind of chilly, but it's okay. I just bundle on with like my big fluffy hat and my big fluffy scarf. And my coat's not very long. Like it's not a long coat, it's just like a regular jacket that hits like at my hip. And I have this super long scarf, and I was putting my scarf on this morning, and I was like, well, I could have my scarf over my coat, and then it'll look like a normal person's scarf. Or I could just, like, tuck it in and be warm, but I'll have, like, weird scarf ends poking out of, like, the bottom of my jacket, like, by my crotch, which is awkward. But I wanted to be warm, so I just did that instead. And, I mean, nobody threw garbage at me, so it couldn't have looked that bad. Also, I don't think anybody really cares what anybody else looks like at 7:30 in the morning. People just want to get to wherever they're going. Nobody's going out people watching and like judging their fashion at 7:30 in the morning when it's freezing outside. Will Hazel play the new Pokemon? Yes. I'm gonna be all over that. I don't think I'm gonna be making any videos of any sort related to it, aside from mentioning it in the vlog, just because I do not have any of the hardware that's needed to do that. To actually record 3DS videos takes some special stuff that's quite expensive and it's very specialized only to making 3DS videos. I don't have any of that, and I'm not really looking to get into that, so I'm probably just going to play it for fun for me. But that's what the weekend's for. It's a cool thing for me to do when I'm hanging out with my husband. It scares me that you converted to Fahrenheit rather than Celsius so fast. I mean, I've lived here for 3 years. The first year I was definitely using both, but after the second year, after the first year, it's pretty easy to just... I mean, the reason it's so easy to learn Fahrenheit was because it's all on all my devices unless I automatically I manually turn them back. So when my phone tells me how many degrees it is in Fahrenheit, that's just what I use, because that's what people understand. When I use Celsius around here, they just tell me to speak real degrees, which is kind of ignorant, but it doesn't really matter, you know, when in Rome. I didn't drink that tea right. Excuse me. Drinking's not supposed to be that hard. Oh, man. The Druids have... I don't know if it's the best class hall. I actually haven't seen all the class halls yet. I was excited about being able to see all of the class-specific content in Legion because I had so many alts. And then I realized the amount of effort it was going to take to level up each alt, and also how much effort it takes to get, like, artifact power and whatever else on the character max level. So I've only seen the class halls for Priest, obviously, Druid, and then I saw a little bit of the Warrior one. And aside from that, I haven't really been there, so I can't say the Druid has the best class hall because I don't know. I think Druid's my favorite so far, but again, I've only seen 3. So. It's just so pretty. It was a little hard to navigate at first. I got kind of lost on the hills. I could never remember which hill to go up for each thing, but it doesn't take super long to learn. Fahrenheit is pretty much magic. I don't understand it. Yeah, Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense. Like, logically, I'm sure it makes sense by some parameters. But Celsius was really nice because, you know, water boils at 100. It freezes at 0. And, you know, if it's room temperature, it's approximately 20-ish degrees. Like, that's easy. That's all easy stuff to remember. Fahrenheit was a little trickier, but it's just one of those things that you figure out as you use. And America's not big on change. Magic is not bad. Hogwarts. Man. Oh, I thought I was stealth. I am not stealth. I don't know where they're on. We've got a Windwalker on the Holy Paladin. The other. I guess I'll just stun this warrior over here. I don't really know. I'm just gonna not worry too much about CC. Holy Paladin appears to be getting worked on. Now, can I juke the monk kick? Oh, no, he's just left. That's fine. Alright, so we got a whole clone on the monk. I can clone the warrior now. I don't... Oh, he just got smoked! Whoops. Should have cloned him a little earlier. I should have, you know what I should have done is I know Avatar. And I know Avatar is obviously big damage. There's another icon that I'm seeing up there before Avatar that I'm pretty sure is also part of their burst sequence, but I'm not familiar with that spell because it's Legion. So, I need to figure out what that is and exactly what it does, because when I see it, I'm pretty sure I need to be ironbarking a little bit earlier. The Druid's Order Hall is awesome because you get to grow plants and some of them look like blueberries. Oh yeah, I actually had a question about that. So, in my Druid Order Hall this morning, I logged in, and there was like a little thing of dirt, and I clicked on it, and it grew a little treant who like cheered and then ran away. And then I kept finding more of them, and I don't know if that's just a flavor thing, or if that's just like, I don't know what the deal with that is. Like, if I get them all, am I gonna get something? Do I get a buff? Am I giving a buff? I have no idea what the deal with those is. Battlecry, Avatar, Battlecry, Rampage, Odin's Fury, or Fury of Warriors one shot. Okay, so Battlecry. Let me look up the icon for Battlecry to see if that's what I'm thinking of. Because I don't really know what it does these days. I should ask my warrior friends. Oh, no, I don't want to look up on the World of Warcraft website. That's silly. Let's pull up Wowhead. Yep, it's definitely Battlecry. So it's 1 minute cooldown, 100% increased crits for 5 seconds. Yep, that would be a really good point to press Ironbark. I need to watch for the Battlecry and trade out Ironbark for it every time. Especially because it looks like it is on a 1 minute cooldown, so... unless I'm holding it for like a wings or something else. Then yeah. You think they didn't do well with the Monk Order Hall? Same one from Pandaria? Yeah, if the monks are just in the same place that they went all throughout Panda and VoD, and that's kind of sad. The Hunter Hall is like a shack. Oh no, I did see the Hunter Hall actually because I leveled a BM Hunter on beta, and I like the Hunter Class Order Hall. I think it really fits with Hunters. It's very high up. You get nice views from there. You had that too the other day. You guess that's flavor? Okay, yeah, I have no idea. That was Pilgrim. You played against one of the better rated Fury Warriors. Well, that would explain why we got smushed. Oh man. Yeah, I've never heard of him. But I haven't really been keeping up with who's good at this game these days. The only reason I ever used to learn it was when I'd be queuing with Flabby and his talented friends. And they'd go, oh, that's so-and-so. And I'd be like, do I even want to know? Do I even want to know how good that person supposedly is? Because it's just going to freak me out. Alright. Havoc, Survival, Holy. Why do I have 2 buttons for fishing? Why don't I have any buttons for fishing is a better question. I know, like that, but that spot right there is where my trinket goes when I take trinket instead of adaptation. And then, these people could go me. I probably can't take vigor. They're gonna go in the paladin. Sure. Sounds good. Priest order halls and the quest campaign's a little stinky. Yeah. I spend most of my time in the priest class order hall because I made my priest on PvE. It's really underwhelming. It just seems like a big room. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it makes sense. It's just, it feels empty. Alright. So I keep not stealthing right. Did I move my stealth keybind? Something's up with that. Alright, Demon Hunter already kicked, so I can just clone him. I don't see why not. Looks like he's out of the Hodge. Let's get a reclone. Survival Hunters can no longer range kick, although they can charge and kick, kind of like a warrior would, so I gotta watch out for that. Alright. So that's wings out from the Holy Paladin. I'm gonna go stun him, actually. He looks like he could take a stun. They procced Buggle, that's really good. Got Big Hots over there. And then once I see Fury of the Eagle, that's my cue for Ironbark. There we go. And full clone over there. That was kind of risky. He could have kicked me on that, but sometimes you just got to be brave. Let's get another one. And let's go for a third one, and then I'll root him out of that. There's your roots. Sounds good. All right, let's get some hots rolling back up on everybody, just because they could swap at any moment. Oh, the Paladin died. Excellent. Good job. Good job, team. Every now and then I get a little too worried about what I'm doing, and I end up not exactly seeing everything that I need to be seeing. You'll admit the monk one is a bit epic. They really made it great with all the quest lines. Yeah, I would eventually like to see the quest lines, like the class order hall campaigns of the other classes, because I do think they were mostly well done. The Druid one was really cool. I was unfortunately rushing through it a lot because I really just wanted my third relic slot on my Druid. So I didn't stop and smell the flowers, but maybe when I do it on my troll Druid, I'll spend a little bit more time and try a little harder. The Paladin's Church is holier than the Priest Order Hall. That was the real kick in the teeth. It was during the Priest Order Hall campaign. You have a story moment where you have to go ask the Paladins for help, because nothing is more of a class power fantasy than saying, hey, we can't do this, let's get somebody else to do it. So the priests go to ask, you go as a priest into the Paladin class order hall to ask for help. So you get to go into their order hall and see how much cozier and cooler theirs is, and then you have to get them to come help us fix our problems because we can't handle them on our own. It's frustrating. It's like, maybe I should just be a paladin. They get to wear plate, and they have this cool church thing. Damn. I really like the snakes that spawn in here. I feel like they're not always the same color. I feel like I've seen a variety of colored of snakes, but they're always non-targetable. They're just little buddies. You're the monk siege in your group? Oh, cool. Cool. Noble's doing videos of the Order Hall campaigns, but there's a lot of work to do if he doesn't have all of them yet. I don't know how that guy stays alive. Like, he does so much work. If you follow him on Twitter, every now and then he'll tweet an image of, like, his editing screens, and they are insane how much time and effort goes into every one of his videos. It is admirable. No, Noble's the coolest. I want to be just like Noble when I grow up, except not making lore videos, because that's his thing. Alright, Destro, Mistweaver, Blood Death Knight. We gotta sit on either Warlock or Mistweaver, and Mistweaver's kind of tough to sit on, so I'm tempted to say Warlock, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can hit the Blood Death Knight, but it's a tank. It's definitely a tank. They go to the Priest Nest for help? Yeah. I was under the impression that they came to the Priest to help. Like, they could have just let Netherlight Temple get destroyed, and nobody would have really been too fussed about it. I'm gonna throw a bark out there and a stun out there, and he's already actually kicked me, so I can just clone the Death Knight. It's gonna be a halfsy though. Warlock has got bubble on him already, so that's okay. I'm gonna clone the. Oh no, I'm not. He has kicked back up. That happens sometimes. Let's throw down a vortex and give to Hanir. Big hots on everybody. He's gripped, so in 5 seconds I can get away, and it's not gonna be a big deal. I don't know if the lock can kick me. Death Knights can definitely grip way more often these days, though. Like, that's a thing. They never used to be able to double grip. Although I think I've only seen Blood Death Knights do it, so it's actually not that worrying. I don't want to use my second charges weapon unless I have to. But we're cool here. We're cool. So I'm gonna root the blood. Oh no, I'm stunned. I'm not rooting anybody. So it looks like he's trying to sit on the Mistweaver. I don't know about that. Mistweavers they're tricky. But let me see. Let me see if I can give him a stun. And then Death Knight's actually been stunned, so I can just throw a clone up on him. But yeah, the Destro Lock I think is probably the best target. We were doing really good work on it before we got bubble. There we go. So now that we're off the Mistweaver, I'm going to push in for a clone on him. In cap, but that's okay. He doesn't have leg sweep yet. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Those are some chaos bolts. Scooching. I scooched a little bit far, actually. I didn't really need to go that far. Top up you. Start just working my way downtown. Can I just dash over? And yeah, there's it's gonna be on top of a fear, but that's okay in case it breaks. And I can stun out of that, actually. Full stun. And kill. Moonfire. Yeah. I always Moonfire when he's below 5% health just because I feel like I'm helping. I'm pretty sure Moonfire does like 0.02% damage to somebody's health pool. Like, it doesn't hurt at all, but it's fun. I gotta feel like I'm right there with them. Yeah, only Blood Frost can't. Thank God. Nobody else needs to be double gripping me. That is not necessary. Love you, Hazel. Aw, shucks. Those are some weird... That's a weird emote you found. Matt, that's just bizarre. Oh, I like the panda. Are there any cats? There has to be a cat. Can I do it? Let me see. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Holy crap. No, that's poop. I don't want poop. I want cat. 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 No, that's food. Oh, there's some animals. There's the cow. There's a giraffe. Cat. 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 There we go. This is very important emoting happening right now. I should probably... Oh, Monk's trying to actually res. That's a problem. I should be paying more attention. Dude, you're not gonna get it. I'm onto your tricks now. I've noticed your wily ways. Should I try and clone the thing? I don't know. Big stun on the monk. Half stun. I could have sworn he wasn't DR'd, but he must have been. I feel better now that I know about the Battlecry thing. The whole Legion learning process for me is going to be mostly about learning everybody's buttons. Because that's the thing that didn't transfer over. Like, I learned a lot in Warlords. It's not like I'm starting from square one. I learned a lot about positioning and cooldown management and communication and, like, stuff. But I don't know what any of the buttons do anymore. So once I figure out what everybody's offensives and defensives are and start getting a handle on pairing them, I think I'll do okay. And he only learned them one at a time. But the other day, for example, I was in a twos match. Or maybe it was even just a skirm. And my partner was like, it was against an affliction lock. And my partner just starts taking a shitload of damage. And I'm like trying to heal through it and I just can't do it. And at the end of it, I'm like, well, what happened? What hurt you so bad? And he's like, I had 7 affliction UAs on me. And I'm like, they can do that? They can just keep casting it? That's ridiculous. But apparently, yeah, affliction locks can just cast as many UAs until the cows come home, or at least a bunch of them. And it is in your best interest as a healer to dispel them, even though it does hurt you. You really do want to be dispelling those UAs. So, yeah, it's a thing. But now I know, and now I just dispel UAs whenever I see like 2 or 3 of them, and it's all howdy-doody. Although, of course, you want to be careful that you don't like silence yourself at a bad time. Those are foxes? Yeah. Yeah, those are foxes. Crap. Do you like sushi? Of course. I love sushi. Big fan of, I know it's not like traditional, but any salmon sushi? Oh, love salmon. You can res? You thought they didn't let you res? No, you can totally res in Arena. You just have to get out of combat, and then it's like a 10-second cast. So somebody has to not only let you get out of combat, but let you get that 10-second cast off, and you can interrupt it with any damage at all that'll put him back in combat. So it's pretty tricky, but it does happen, at least at lower ranks, and sometimes in skirmishes. Like, you can see there, if I wasn't paying attention and he'd finished his cast, then he would have gotten the res off. Foxes are better than cats? Cats are a lot cuddlier than foxes. I think foxes are great in an outdoor capacity. I don't think foxes make great pets because they're just not domesticated for it. And I don't think they need to be, because cats are great. Cats are great. Well, my cat's great. Did we? Yeah, we're in the queue. Cool. Foxes are cute to look at though. Somebody once, I was out with my dog at, I think it was the Portland Saturday Market, and somebody was convinced that my dog was a fox. Like, they didn't say, oh, he looks like a fox, that's cute. Or he has kind of like a fox face. They said, oh my god, you have a fox. And we're like, no, he's a dog. And they're like, no, that is a fox. I know foxes when I see one, and that is a fox. We're like, okay, He could be a fox if you want. And then they petted the dog and then they left. But it's like, wow, that's special kind of crazy. But I mean, he does have kind of like the fox face a little bit, but he is definitely 100% a dog. Oh man, that tea is so good. I'm gonna be sad. Oh, he didn't get the cue. Oh no. This is a different third person. Oh man. I'm gonna be sad when I run out of that tea. I'm gonna have to get more of it when I run out. It's I think it's a Rishi brand. It has something really pretentious written on the can, but it's just jasmine green tea, but it's like really nice. Yeah, no, they gave us a third. We'll probably be okay. I like Destro again. Although I guess you can go Demon Hunter here. Havoc is the DPS Demon Hunter, so it should be alright. Yeah, the queues are a little bit obnoxious when you either need everybody to not leave and queue from within the arena, or you need everybody to leave and queue. You can't do half and half. And that's really frustrating. I think they need to fix that. They either need to disallow one or the other, or they just gotta do something. Also, I don't have markers on us right now, and it's kind of irritating. I don't really know. I'm throwing out a really early bark, even though I don't think he popped cooldowns, just because my shaman was getting kind of low, and I don't really know what he's got. Mistweaver's been silenced. I've been leg sweeped. He's been stunned. He's about to get cloned. I don't think he has an out for that. Okay, I'm gonna go for re. I can't go for the third one. Sometimes I get rooted and I'm like, oh no, I can't cast, and then I realize what roots are. And he just actually did that to himself. But because we're not on the Destro lock, I really think we need to be on the Destro lock, just because he's just gonna keep pumping out Chaos Bolts like that, and that is massively intense to heal through. Alright, well, I can almost get a new clone. There we go. New full clone on the monk. There's new Chaos Bolts coming out, because I guess I can clone the lock. There we go. Clone your Chaos Bolt cast. He's going to do another one. I'm melding. We can't just let him free cast like that. That's just not going to work out. Nope. Can't heal through that. Your dog gets compared to a dingo a lot? So what exactly does a dingo look like? I've heard, like, dingo memes, if you will. But having never been to Australia, I've never actually seen a dingo. Oh, they're cute. It kind of looks like a Shiba Inu. Or at least this one picture of a dingo kind of looks like a Shiba Inu. It's like a fox dog thing. They're probably not very nice. I don't know. Are they nice? It looks really mean when it's mad. So I'm going to leave and then queue his team. He gets him crazy at that place. He loved during the summertime to go see what people make. Oh, I love the Saturday market. We don't go all the time, but if we're in town on a weekend, I always make my husband take me. I don't usually buy stuff, although there is a vendor that makes like these twisted metal hairpins and bracelets and stuff. And I got a hairpin from them once, and then I followed them on Instagram, and then they followed me back on Instagram, so obviously I'm a fan for life because that's all it really takes. I always like seeing what they've got. You're from California, you never met a dingo? Oh. Well, that's weird that everybody thinks your dog looks so much like a dingo if you're just in California. Although maybe your dog just looks like a lot like a dingo. Is it a sheep, or like what kind of dog is it? Alright. I'll do it again. There we go. Oh, I have some artifact power. I'm pretty far from my next research. Yeah. I mistakenly thought I was further along my weapon than I was because I only had 1 point in this trait, which is kind of important. And for whatever reason, I thought it only needed 1, but it definitely needs at least 1 more. So we're just going to try and get up to that point. My next Golden Dragon's the 3rd one, and I don't think this is good at all. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to make use of that Wild Growth, which I'm almost never casting because it is incredibly mana intensive and has like a good cast time on it. Maybe it counts when they're Wild Growth from Overgrowth, but has a not even guaranteed chance to make my Rejuves and Regrowths apply to 2 allies within 15 yards. So that will only work if it works on the Overgrowth Wild Growth. And then if I'm healing a team that has 2 melee that are stacked on top of each other, then maybe. But oh my gosh. Guardian, Druid, Holy Priest, Havoc, Demon Hunter. Gross. I do think we can sit Priest here. Yeah, let's just sit Priest. He's a Kelpie? What does a kelpie look like? I'm gonna Google it. Kelpie. It sounds like a fish. Oh, dogs. I'd say I love dogs, but I'm pretty sure most people love dogs. It's not a unique or interesting feature about me, but they're so happy. Well, some of them are happy. Not every dog is happy. I do not have a happy dog. Like, don't get me wrong, he's very well taken care of, and he gets everything he needs, and he gets love and attention, gets played with, but he's just like a naturally not grumpy, but just like uncomfortable dog. He just like stares awkwardly at everything forever. He's gonna be DR'd. The demon. All right, so the druid. Oh no, they're on the priest. They're on the priest. That's right. They're on the priest. Can the druid kick me? Probably. Oh, I've been banished. I'm in jail. Oh no. So is that cooldowns at the demon hunter? I need to identify demon hunter cooldowns. I guess because he's a big fat demon, that's probably a good indicator that he's doing damage. Which means I should probably stun him. Yeah, there we go. Get some big hots on me. I can probably throw at mine. And then I'd really like... Oh, I'll just pop overgrowth. Why not? So they actually got that. I'm really bad about sometimes popping overgrowth when I'm lazy, as opposed to saving it for when I really need it. I need to be a little bit more careful about that. That druid missed his kick. He's gonna get cloned. Oh no, the priest is still alive. I don't understand. They have some kind of thing that procs Guardian Spirit without them needing to die, and it confuses the ever-loving hell out of me. Because I don't understand. No, stick to the priest, stick to the priest, stick to the priest. I'll throw a vortex. You can't go anywhere. I think their burst is over, and I have another armbar cuff, so I'm not really scared. Can I juke your kick before your DR comes up? Yes, I can. I can juke your kick. And he had bash, assuming he'd spect it, but he decided not to use it. DR stun? DR stun. Oh, that was a triple DR stun. That was a bad call. That was a bad use of my bash. How do I avoid getting banished? I gotta line him, right? I gotta watch out for a demon hunter casting that and then just like line of sight him. Is that the idea? Kicked by that guy, because I forget that they can do that from range. And then, but there's no kicks from either of these two now, although they're Blood Elf Silence. Okay, so the priest is actually dead this time. That's better. That's better. They just passed the weed law down there, so everyone high. Oh man. You're going to switch up the groups a bit? You'd love to hop on your pharaoh and put in work? I mean, I'm not going to kick anybody. I'm assuming, I'm going kind of on honor system that once people finish their 10 wins quest, that they'll leave. But it does take a little bit of a while to get 10 wins. Good for PvE, not so much for PvP. I missed the beginning of that conversation. Oh, I'm level 9 now. So if I queue from within, and then all of us get that. Oh, battle ended. That may be just the two of us. You live in Washington, we've been legal a long time already. Yeah. It was a trip to walk to downtown Seattle and have such a significant presence of the devil lettuce. Yeah. I haven't really seen any, honestly, effects of legalized weed anywhere. I feel like the people that were going to smoke weed were already smoking weed. And I don't think people are any ruder about it than they have been in the past. So it doesn't, like, if you're a non-weed smoker, it doesn't affect you in the slightest. And then I guess if you smoke weed, then it's great. You can just walk down to the weed store and get some weed. I have no idea. Not my thing. Nevada legalized too. That's pretty good. You need 3 more, but you can switch out if you need. We can probably get you 3 more. We're on a win streak now. Although I will say that we didn't get that Q because our priest is still in the arena. Priest's gonna need to leave. I'm gonna heat up some tea while we wait on that, actually. Oh, the golden trait for Druid. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed more of a rating thing. I was surprised by how many of the Druid traits had to do with wild growth. Like they're all AoE healing. Tranquility, the moving will trank thing, that's really good. You need that. The wild growth thing, Can you re-queue? I can re-queue. Oh, he's out. Okay, cool. There we go. The wild growth thing, the first one, I think, what does that do? That, oh, it has a chance to instantly heal allies with rejuve on them. That's a little better, because I'm typically going to have rejuve out on everybody in an arena match, and then I'm assuming that procs from the wild growth that happens when I overgrowth. And occasionally I will do a Soul of the Forested wild growth if my team is under heavy pressure and I know I can get it off. So that one will actually happen. It's the other one's the problem. First time catching your stream. Hi. Hi, Scott. How are you doing today? If you work in a state where weed is legal, can they fire you for being high? Jobs, like employers, could fire you for whatever they want at most states. And even if it's not a what's the word, at will firing state, like being high is not like a protected thing like being religious or whatever. Like if you showed up to work drunk, they can fire you for that, and alcohol is legal most places, so they can definitely still fire you for being high. And a lot of places will do drug tests, and even if you're not high at work, if you've been high within the last like couple of weeks or month or whatever, they still retain the right to fire you for that. So that's at employer discretion. Yeah, definitely lock. Definitely lock. This demon hunter's name is Flaccid Peen. How do you even keep that name? Like, really? Alright, so that's dispersion. I don't know if we needed that. I have a stun. I'm gonna wait for that demon hunter to do a little bit more damage. I'm already DR'd on stuns. I'm gonna thread a bark over there. I guess I'm gonna go stun the lock to slow her down a little bit. So the priest is guardian spirited. That's good. I just need to keep an eye on the... Do you guys know what the range is on demon hunter kick? I need to keep an eye on that. So that's its damage. Is the priest... No, the priest is still here. No, he's dead. So I melded. They're on the lock now. I can just... So you could definitely kick me from here. You just decided not to. It's going well. You're just leveling a horde alt. Nice, nice. What kind of... what class are you leveling? After a certain point, I don't really know when, but I might do some leveling on stream. The problem with leveling on stream is I get so distracted talking to you guys that I get nothing done. I just wander around and like can't find my quest mobs and can't find my flight points and just like can't do anything, despite the fact that I've done it all a bunch of times before. I can't function well on stream. What kind of tea are you drinking? You need a new type to get through winter. This is jasmine green tea, but there was a really good one for winter. Like when it's really cold, I really like chai teas. Chai teas are great. It's kind of like a dessert thing because I usually make them with milk and a good bit of sugar, so it's more of like a dessert drink. But like a really spicy chai with some brown sugar and some like whole milk. Oh, so good. Maybe I'll do that tonight with Pokemon. It's Pokemon Sun and Moon today, guys. Druid tanking since your main is a holy priest? That's a pretty good change of pace. Alright, what do we got here? Druid, Demon Hunter, Beast Mastery. Ugh. I think Hunters are kind of squishy. I don't know. Oh, 20 or 25 meters. Oh, yeah. Dirty chai. Stuff is dangerous. What is dirty chai? Is that a brand? Okay, so I'm gonna mostly be cloning up that Demon Hunter. Oh, he can see me. That's right. I always forget Demon Hunters can see stealth. Okay. So that's the Demon Hunter clone. He's gonna sit that. Druid is coming right into my trap. I'd really like to Vortex to slow his getaway. So that's his blink. He's already used it. That's Barkskin. I'm going to clone him now to keep him low. And he's already used a bunch of cooldowns. So out of that, once you guys catch up. Alright, so you guys can swap back onto him and I will clone up this hunter. I won't clone the Demon Hunter because it looks like he's got Karma on him. Alright, Karma's off, so I can probably clone up the tank now. Every now and then, people in skirmishes will just stop moving, and I don't know if they're typing or lagging or Oh, that's damage. That's big damage. That's Metamorphosis, so I used Bark. It's strange. I'm tracking the... I think I need to track a different one on my Omnibar, because I see it on my Omnibar whenever a tank Demon Hunter does it, but I don't see it for Havoc Demon Hunters. Hey Hazel, do you record those arena? My friend actually struggles between Druid and Priest. Content could help us a lot. So this particular, like, the VoD of the streams always goes live, but this isn't really going to be super helpful for anybody trying to learn arena. I am planning on making, once I've done some 3s this season and gotten some ratings so I can say I'm a 2K Druid or like whatever, then I'm planning on making some beginner guides. And then this weekend on Sunday, I put out a video that's got just some skirmishes, but it's got I casted them, so they've got a little bit more info in them. Try honey in your tea? I do honey in dessert tea sometimes, but I usually try and keep my tea sugar free because I brush my teeth and then floss my teeth, and then I do a whole bunch of dental care basically after I eat, because I have some gum disease. I have advanced gingivitis. So in order to try and keep my gums from getting any worse, I have to brush the hell out of my teeth after I eat. And I try and keep everything between meals completely sugar-free so that I'm not ruining all of my hard work. Shots of espresso in chai. Oh, that does sound good. You're really into lemon ginger tea lately. That sounds really nice. There's like a different tea for every occasion, and that's like my favorite thing about it. Oh god, triple deeps. Yes. Lock. I think Demon Hunter is the best choice. I think they're the squishiest of the 3. I don't know. I don't have a lot to back that up on. Lock? Okay. That's fine too. I'm just thinking Demo locks are not like Destro locks, and I think they're tankier. I don't really know. I have no idea. Legion is completely different. You use any healing add-ons? Not healing specific add-ons, no. I guess big debuffs is kind of a healing add-on, and that one helps you quickly see debuffs, and then I use add-ons to sort out, like, this is Gladius, and then I've got my raid frame sorted out, and every now and then I'll like make a weak or tell me when, but they're not like, I don't use Healbot or Voodoo or anything like that. You're so devastated they've released Sun and Moon everywhere but Europe. You need to play it ASAP. You're not the first person to say that in the stream. I didn't know that they were, like, wrecking you European people like that. That's so mean. There's probably some legal reason why they had to do it, but oh man, that sucks. Hi, I'm Hazel. Hi, Skater. I don't think you are. I think you're mistaken and confused. I'm gonna need to pop some... Why are they so scared? You're triple DPS. Just run in. That's what you do. You run in and you try and kill somebody. That's the plan. They're probably looking for me, actually. They probably want to kill me. So that's Demon Bolts. So they clearly still have those. It doesn't look like it hurts that bad. I'm gonna clone the Feral. I shouldn't have come all the way in for that. That seemed really silly. So... big... So that was a Soul of the Forest Wild Growth. The Feral's on me. I'm gonna skin early. I'm gonna stun the Feral Druid, I guess. And then... extra hots on me. When I can stack up, actually, both of those guys maybe in a vortex. We just gotta get a kill and it'll all be okay. So, big... That's the end of my cooldown. Oh, no, that's not the end of my cooldown. I still have Gahanir and I still have Iron Bark. So we're doing okay. I don't know who gets Bark. Me? Yeah, sure, I'll keep it. Demon Hunter's dead. We're good. We're good. We're coolio. What level are you? 110. Max level. Max level. You guys are making arena look easy. Ah, it's just skirmishes. It's just skirmishes. I'm allergic to no voice rated arena. I did a little bit of it last season and the season before, just because sometimes you can't find a group that's willing to get on voice chat with you. But if it is rated, I do not do the no voice thing. There's too many miscommunications and overlapped cooldowns, and it's just bad. You need to be able to yell at each other. If you ever want a Skirm arena with enhancement, let me know. I play both factions. Cool, cool. You always get your stuffing pushed in. I mean, to be fair, that happened to us quite a bit early on in the stream. The first like 4 or 5 Skirms we queued, we lost all 4 or 5 in a row. But it's just Skirms. This guy is being so... yeah, you know what? Your wall's almost over. Your wall's almost over, and you are, oh my god, so fast. Full stun. With a vortex. That should help. Can I, if I root, he's gonna have to shift out to, there we go. There we go. So I don't know if that was enough for our Mistweaver or Windwalker to finish this. Cool, cool, cool. So, we're gonna try and fill that extra spot. Artifact traits? Not that many on my Resto Druid. I only PvP in this character, and I started really late, so I only have 24. But the Resto Druid ones aren't, like, the ones I'm missing. I get one more to here, which is important. And then the mana thing's kind of nice, and the rest of it's garbage. I guess, like, I can reduce my wild growth mana cost, which is, I never use that really anyways. I definitely don't need that, and then this one's no good either, so we're in alright shape. So looking for another, so pre-made, start group, list group. Okay, so if you want to join, look us up in the group finder. It's in the Arena Skirmish 3v3 section. The group name is Haim Hazel. You must put the password in the note, and the password is going to be banana, because I don't actually like bananas that much, but it's always the first word I think of when I'm looking for a password. And that will let me know that you're from the stream, or you can just say that you're from the stream, that works too. And then we'll fill these 2 spots. And then basically how this works is we're just going until you finish your 10 wins for the quest. I'll probably do one more set of these. I'll probably do this next set of 10 wins and then go to leveling. He struggles between this 2 class. The learning will be with experience. He just can't decide. Oh! Well, Druid, obviously. Druids are the coolest. Okay. Sucks that you can no longer level through battlegrounds. Yeah. It sucks whenever they take choice away from anybody. Banana. Banana. Dude, you really didn't need to link me your Gladiator achievement. We're just doing skirms, man. Oh, now I'm all nervous. Are you enhance? He's enhance. Cool. Oh, man. He's gonna be judging me. He's gonna be judging me and my crap. We got another banana. Banana. Yes. Is this a Frail Druid? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It is a Feral Druid, yes. We're gonna cleave like a motherfucker. I mean, pardon me, language. We're gonna cleave really hard, I think is what I'm trying to say. So, Arena Skirmishes. Cute up. It's just such like look at all this honor effect power. I need to actually remember to keep using this. Also, I'm kind of hoping that it poops out. What is this? Battleground food, weird. I'm kind of hoping that it poops out some gear. My boots, my helmet, and then my frost relic on my weapon are all garbage. Hot garbage. I need to replace those. My gear will be a lot better after that. 5 minutes? Okay. Alliance or Horde? Sorry, you're watching on mobile. I'm Alliance. I am Alliance Druid. I'm leveling a Horde Druid, but it's not going to be done for a little bit, so I'm mostly just playing on Alliance. I am definitely not an EU. I am an NA. Not EU. Tell him to heal a Druid, or is the skill cap high or low? I think... Honestly, I don't know enough about priest healing to really give you an answer on that. I don't think the skill cap, like the skill ceiling, the top of the skill cap for Druid is pretty high because there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with using your shifting and your mobility and your CC to effectively lock down a game. But you don't have to be doing all of that from the beginning to be an effective Druid. Any tips for healing Druid arenas? Just one. Tips for healing Druid arenas? It's very situational. Oh, he's got the debuff. Okay. Yeah, it's really situational. So this kind of applies to every healing class, and this is a pretty basic piece of advice, but you want to basically get a feel for what your defensive cooldowns are. So on a Resto Druid, I have Bark Skin for me, and that's a 1-minute cooldown. I have Iron Bark for other people, or me, and that's a 1-minute cooldown. And then I have Essence of Kahanir, which is going to be a healing throughput cooldown of 1.5 minutes. And I have Tranquility on 3-minute cooldown. So those are kind of like my big buttons to press, and then Overgrowth on 45 seconds. And then what you want to get a sense for what other people do that's going to necessitate you trading out those cooldowns. You want to be trading cooldowns pretty much one for one, and you want to sort of judge situations to figure out when you need to trade out a cooldown or hold on to it, because you don't want to hold on to your cooldowns all game and get really behind on mana because you're spending extra mana to get through situations where you should have just thrown out an Overgrowth or an Ironbark. But you also don't want to be caught without a cooldown, specifically Ironbark. Ironbark is your strongest cooldown. You do not want to be caught without Ironbark when a big damage cooldown comes up. So if you see that you're fighting a Ret Paladin, and you see that he's got his wings up in 30 seconds, you do not want to be spending your Ironbark unless you absolutely have to, because you're going to need that. When the Wings comes out, when the Fist of Fury comes out, when the Fury of the Eagle comes out, when the Battle Cry comes out, when the enemy people start doing their scary crap, you're going to want to have your Ironbark. So you want to just make sure that you're trading cooldown for cooldown. And it's really handy when they have 1 minute cooldown. So like Fury of the Eagle or Beastmaster Crows or Battle Cry, those are all 1 minute cooldowns. And barring a different cooldown from their partner, that's a pretty good tell that you can just match your Ironbark to that cooldown every time. And then you know that every time that his Battle Cry comes back up, you're going to have Ironbark. So it's just things like that, keeping track of what you have and what they have, and then making sure that you don't overspend. Is a really good basic for being a healer, because that's what tends to get people insta-gibbed at early levels of learning, is not managing their cooldowns correctly. And that also kind of keys into communicating with your team. So not only do you have your defensive cooldowns, but you also have the defensive cooldowns of whatever teammates you have in the classes they're playing. And you don't want to be overlapping them. So if like you're healing a mage and they ice block, you don't want to be like Ironbarking them right before they ice block, because it's just like a total waste of time. So you want to be communicating that, hey, this is coming up, I'm going to be barking this, do not use your block for this. Or if you need them to block because you don't have anything for them, or you want to hold on to your thing for something else, you just need to communicate when they do and don't need to use their cooldowns and kind of manage that from a central perspective. Obviously that's a lot to get a grip on, especially with how many abilities there are in this goddamn game. But it's something that you kind of pick up over time. I'm still not great at it. I'm really terrible at managing other people's cooldowns. I'll be doing 2s with my shaman, and he's just holding on to wall forever because I never remember to call for it, because I don't know when he's supposed to use wall. It's on a really long cooldown. 3 more wins. Cool, cool. Nearing the NPCs making trees, she sells items. Oh, hang on. I need to scroll out. This sounds like I need to know this. Oh, I missed some stuff. I went on a bit of a tangent. You can upgrade your helmet. Yeah. I'm really stingy with artifact resources or order hall resources, just because I don't really earn them on my druid. I get a couple of them from PvP, but I don't really earn them on my druid. So I need them for my artifact research, but yeah, I could upgrade the helmet. I'm eventually just gonna get like a nice piece from a world quest or PvP or something. I just gotta get it. Alliance will probably queue into you. Yeah, that's a thing. You're starting to play your first PvP healer. You want Mistweaver for the insane mobility. That's a really good call. Honestly, sometimes I kind of wish I was a Mistweaver. Alright, we can queue up. Just because I'll be chasing around. Like, my friend will be like, yeah, can you clone the Mistweaver? And I'm like, no. I can't. They run away. They run away forever. But there's always a flip side. So if I'm chasing around a Mistweaver all day, and he's just using all his mobility to get away from me so I can't get any clones, that opens him up to a swap for my DPS, because he's just used his mobility, can't get away right away, so my DPS could probably hit him, put some damage into him, maybe get a short cooldown, and then switch back to what they were doing, and it all evens out eventually, as long as you know how to take advantage of situations that you're creating. Talents for Restoration Druid. Basic starter talents. Prosperity, Soul of Forest, really good starter setup. People will mess around with things like Incarn and Cenarian Word, but for the most part, you want to go Prosperity, Soul of Forest. That gives you 2 charges of your Swiftmen. That's going to give you a huge heal with your regrowth. So if you go Swiftmen regrowth, that's a big heal, and you can do that twice. So that's kind of some extra throughput for you. Excuse me. Sorry, bit of a cough. Displacer Beast, pretty much a must take. You can experiment with Wild Charge, but for the most part, take Displacer Beast. That's your blink. And that's another thing that you want to manage, is you want to know when people have gap closers, so that you can use your Displacer Beast after they've used their gap closer, so that they can't, again, close the gap after you Displacer Beast. And then if you want Affinity, you want Bash, Soul of the Forest, Germination for sure, and then Stonebark. That's your setup. You don't change nearly as many talents as a Restorer Druid in Legion as you used to playing a Restorer Druid in Warlords. If you do a Druid PvP heal guide, you'll do the French subtitles in French for him. Oh, that's awesome. Oui, s'il vous plaît. Baguette on my level. My Horde Tune's level 102. 102. You aced your Miyazaki anime speech. Nice! You're happy that it looks like he's coming out of retirement? Yeah, that's awesome. The world can always use more stuff. I like it when people sit in Industrial Locks, because it means they're not Chaos Bolting freely and forever. Okay. So, if they're just going to sit Destra, then I can probably push into the Holy Pally. I feel okay playing pretty aggressively. So he's out of the Hex. Did he trinket that Hex? Can I just, like, get around here and do it? Do the thing? I can do the thing. They're just going to let me do the thing. That's great. He's veering. I'm out. I get the second clone. Bark on my Shaman. I'm going to stun out. Oh, I'm stunned. I don't have an out for that. Are they hitting me yet? No, they're not hitting me. I don't need to bark. Sometimes I used to instinctively skin when I was stunned, and that's a really bad habit. I can't sit on top of a star like this. Somebody else got kicked, which is good. That means I can use my clone on... Got fear. Pally's got wings up, so I'm going to clone him. And that should be enough to get... not quite. Get the fear off my feral. That Warlock's a dirty life, like, ugh. Alright, he's actually getting... Oh, should I clone him low? Probably not. Alright, we have a whole Hex. I'm just going to try and top up my buddy here. And new clone. There we go. That ought to do it. That should do the trick. That guy's name is Q-Pop. He's like K-pop, except with a Q. Yeah, that was super, super greedy. One thing I'll say is that I don't think skirmishes are really great practice for Arena. Like, it's a good practice for getting your UI set up the way you want it. And it's alright for figuring out what abilities people have, but it's very easy to get in a lazy habit of making bad decisions that work in skirmishes, but won't work in high-end Arena. Or even mid-end Arena. People will punish you for stuff that you can get away with here. But that's also what makes it kind of fun. Sometimes you want to just, like, wander into melee and then hardcast a Cyclone in front of 3 DPS that can kick you and then land it. Sometimes you just want that to happen. Thanks for the advice. For all the Pet Battle Guide videos you made, very helpful. No problem. Are you playing an EU? No. I am not playing an EU. I never have. Oh, I love NCQs. NA only, unfortunately. Yep. If I had the ability to clone myself, I would definitely make a European version so that I could do both at once. But I can barely keep up with my NA stuff. It's so good. I'm so excited about Pokemon. Every now and then I think about the fact that Pokemon's coming out. Monk DK. Yeah. That's fine. I'll CC Priest. So I'm gonna get the circle. You can have the square. You can have the skull, and then you can have the square. Now I can actually find you guys. Hooah! I want to do rated 3 so bad. Not today specifically, probably not on stream, but just in general. I need so much practice, but I want to get it. I want to be able to make arena guide videos and have them mean something. I want to be a credible source. Alright, so that's... Kick's been blown from there. I can probably just clone. And the Windwalker's also been cloned, so I guess... Alright, there we go. Or hexed, rather. Pushing up for a clone. Oh, I got mind controlled. Can I clone you? Can I bash you first? Yeah, there we go. He's getting fisted. Oh, he's actually got Karma on him as well. I probably should have thrown in an Ironbark, but I don't really want to when he's at full health. My Feral is incarning. What's that pain step? I think that was pain step on the maybe not. He doesn't have pain step in his buffs. I don't want to... Oh, bark. I'll pop behind here as well. Alright, so now I can clone because the CR's up. There we go. I didn't want to do that early. And then some Vortex. And then a reclone. And then a third clone. And then I want to clone one of them. Probably Death Knight. He's higher. Oh, I need to sit by a pillar so I can prevent that. I'm just sitting in the open like a dumbass. That's okay. I didn't have any cooldowns anyways. So you pulled me all the way up here, and I am DR'd. So I can now... Oh, that ain't cap, though. I can stun the priest. So, Death Knight can't kick. Half clone. Cloning the Bursty Monk. Getting one more of those. Shorting cap on me. I don't know if Feral's like a wall or anything. There we go. I feel like that was DR'd. Maybe not. And then... Oh, that leg sweep though. Alright, I can get a new clone. I'm gonna get back the pillar as much as I can without letting my guy die. That's not much to be done there. Why Resto Druid after 7.1 massive nerfs? They're still a thing. They're not broken. And I've always played Resto Druid. I've tried before, but I haven't been able to switch healer mains in PvP since ever. I have always been a Resto Druid, and I want to be the best Resto Druid I can be before I branch out into anything else. So I'm going to AFK out of that one, because that's kind of what I do. You're breaking your robot tier achievement. Bird types countered by Rascalbot. Researching more about the battleground on this animation. Disney Studios used to... Oh, I see the Miyazaki thing. You finished up Family Familiar, just waiting until the last few teamers to spawn? Yeah. I haven't started Family Familiar. It's just so intimidatingly time consuming. Like, ugh. Like, I know it's worth it, but is it worth it? Is it really... I want to... Because people... I have not had a single person ask me for Family Familiar guides. And I've had a lot of people asking me to update Celestial Tournament. So I think that's going to happen first. Do you still play the auction house? Not a lot. I have my groups and I'll do scans and I still flip battle pets, I guess. But I don't spend a lot of time on it. I spend most of my time raiding and doing PvP. And making videos. That takes a lot of time. He's gonna hit Rogue. Cool, cool. It takes them forever to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, usually just AFK out, because if I... It's so strange to me. Like, people can just do so... Maybe it's because they don't try. Maybe after the arena ends, people aren't really putting in the effort to try and put damage into me. But if I just, like, sit bare form and do nothing, it takes a while. Okay. So, if they're opening on the shaman, then I can just get an really early clone on the healer. That puts me in combat, right? Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. I should moonfire him then, or stun him or something. There we go. I just don't want to get stabbed. I've been rooted. Oh, leg swept. And I'm out of that. That's Vendetta. It's on me. So I'm gonna Iron Bark actually before I Bark Skin. Because I'm just gonna assume that they're gonna continue to hit me. My Druid has Incarnate. Alright, so they're sitting on Ellie now. Well, one of them is. One of them's not. They're splitting. So I Bark Skin. Oh, yeah, that's why I saved it. That's why I saved it, because I can use it while I'm stunned. So I'm gonna head out over here and then try and get a clone on Mistweaver. I'm not in line of my guy, and I'm kind of out of range of him as well. There we go. That'll do it. I have a stun up in like 4. I'm gonna stun the Mistweaver. I feel like they can't get out of it as easily as they used to be able to. I don't remember what kind of brew they used to have that got them out of stuff like that, but whatever it is, it's not really as much of a thing now. Alright, so the rogue's gone. I can dispel whoever gets that hex. Looks like it's nobody. Just gonna hot everybody up. Is the rogue around? Yeah. Oh, I'm sapped. It's bad. Inkept. He's gonna leg sweep. He's gonna leg sweep. Alright, it's okay. I've got adaptation up. I can bark the feral. And should... Oh, that wind shear though. Just gonna go for the overgrowth. I can clone the Ellie. He doesn't have a thing to stop it, and he just trinketed, so you're gonna be sitting there for a little bit, buddy. And another one. And another one. I'm still getting used to retiming those. They changed the haste levels a little bit. Alright, so the Mistweaver actually fell down. And the Shaman blew his kick. Oh, I saw that coming and I didn't prevent it. And I can do it again. I don't have any big heals for that feral, so there's not really much else I can do. I guess I could have been cloning the DPS off him. I didn't want to clone the rogue because they were supposedly on him. DR was off the shaman. I could have cloned him. Nice mount. Is there already a mount? My default mount's just this thing. You don't need to be good to get this thing. You just need to be persistent. That's one of the vicious mounts, but it's a nice tagger. That's the best one. IMO. You just got a celestial battle pet yesterday for reaching 150 unique pets. Nice. Which one did you pick? The brew that gets meta stunned is called Nimble Brew. Okay, do they still have it? Do they still have Nimble Brew? Because I haven't seen them using it. You've got 680-ish battle pets. Nice. I've been starting to catch them and collecting Legion battle pets. I had a lot of them going into Legion, but I didn't catch up the new ones. I'm at 822. The bone dragon thing. Oh. Well, yeah. Do I have any of those? I have the... What are they called? I don't remember what they're called. Oh, yeah. Blood-based Vanquisher. I've got that one. But the raid ones... the raid ones are colored differently from the PvP ones. I don't remember what the PvP ones look like. Made it to your first ever stream, live for videos? Aw, thanks. How persistent? You need 100 wins. They don't have to meet any particular rating, but you need 100 wins. So it's going to take you more than a day. It's going to take you like a couple weeks of doing it fairly regularly to get your first 100 wins. It has to be 3, so you got to get 2 other people that also want it, and then you got to just grind it out. Past you? Nimble Brew is now a Brewmaster only talent. Yes! I was so tired of Mistweavers being able to get out of that. That makes me feel better about Mistweavers, actually. The fact that they... Oh, I'm sapped. I'm sapped. That makes me feel better about Mistweavers. So he could stun me, but I have adaptation that's going to get me out of the first stun anyway, so I may as well just stay out and get hotted up. Oh, sapped again. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Stunning the rogue. Hots up. Rogue's already blown kick. Shaman can still win shear, so I need to be aware of that. That must be shaman damage. Yeah, he's got his elemental thing up, so I can probably pop mine, actually. There's probably no reason, nothing wrong with that. That's Vendetta, so I'll skin, and I'll give wall to him. And the rogue's on me, so it's fine. They're splitting. They're splitting real hard. And then I do that, and he's all the way over there. And then I'd love to get some CC. I just don't want to... Alright, so that's wind shear. So that means I can clone the Ellie. I don't know what Ice Sphere is. I shifted his Hex for once in my life. So it's just Rogue on him. Why is he hurting so bad? Shift. Shift. I can't heal you through this, bro. I'm trying. Vortex. Bark. Nope. Nope. That's a big failing at Resto Druids, and a big weakness they have right now, is that you can sustain pretty well through, like, moderate rot with your hots, more or less, but you do not have strong single target healing. Like, your best bet is to have every hot up on somebody, and then a cooldown. And then you can spam regrowth, and that's okay, but it's very expensive. You have to blow a lot of mana to do that, and then you can get kicked on at any moment. You don't have a strong single target cast time healing. Or instant cast healing, rather, like you used to. Like, we used to have NS, we used to have Genesis. Both of those were instant cast, high HPS buttons you could press in emergencies like that, and you don't have anything like that anymore. I leveled this druid a long time ago. I don't really remember what I leveled as. The new one that I'm leveling, I'm taking through Legion content as Feral, just for fun. I did Boomkin, I think, the last time. But it doesn't really matter. I don't level as Resto ever. It's not worth it. Takes too long. Oh, you got the Eula? Nice. You ever try Mistweaver? Not since early Warlords. I've been pretty much focusing on Druid. I have a Mistweaver at 100. I have a human Mistweaver that I could look into, but I wanna take Druid as far as I can take it, even if they're not strong. I want to take it as far as I can take it before I switch classes. The Pin of Restoration Druid's a slow heal, yeah. And that's the other thing, is they're not really good against sustained rot either. Like a Feral Druid, Affliction Locks, those both counter us pretty hard because they're doing strong damage to all 3 targets, and I can do moderate healing to all 3 targets, but strong AoE healing is just gross. We're not really, you know what we're great at is control. So basically you don't want to let the damage get out in the first place. You want to be pushing in there, getting clones, getting stuns, facilitating kills, and stopping the damage from going out in the first place. So if they're on Shaman this time, I'm going to try and clone the Rogue a little more. Oh, he's got a sap on me. Awkward. He's around here. I see you. Alright, I'm just going to get in combat. Rogue's Vendetta. I'm going to bark. And then I'm going to clone. That guy was covered with a stun, so he couldn't shear me. And can I get in a range of the shear? Oh, shifting X, shifting X. I'm on to you now. We got a Hex on the Mistweaver, which is pretty good. That's damage out from the Shaman. So I'm going to spread some hots a little bit. We got wall running on our Shaman. I've got a full clone on the Mistweaver just for free. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't bark. I can overgrowth when I get out of this. I have a Solar Force overgrowth. He's so far from me, though. There we go. That's the stuff. Can I juke? Can I juke kick? Do I need a juke kick? No, I can just get this done. Or the clone. Mistweaver was pushing in for a stun, so I need to get out of there. I need to bark up that guy. Pop my gun here. Get another clone. Maybe get wind sheared on it. Hard to say. But yeah, I need to not eat that leg sweep if I can avoid it. So he's pushed in for that leg sweep. He's gonna get it. Oh, it's triple. Oh no, that's not triple yard. That's triple yard. But then I'm out of it, and I can. And he's rolling away. And full stun over there. Full clone maybe? Yeah, that's the stuff. Can I get another one? There we go. Can I get a third one? Yes, I can. I can't get any more. Shifting Hex. Look at me, look at me, look at me doing it this time. Incapped. Bark up. Full clone, that's a Vendetta. He can't get out of that. Oh, that feels good. I love cloning people on their cooldowns. You just know they're not happy. He's cloaked. He's cloaked. He's mad. He's pissed. Oh, you got out of that really fast. He didn't get his kick though, so I can just like wander over and then go, clone. We don't appear to be making a lot of progress in that Shaman though. Maybe we need to hit something else. Oh, he re-stealth. Oh, he tried to re-stealth. Didn't quite get it. Silence for a while. He can kick me, but I can't clone him anyways. Oh, somebody's gonna start taking damage over there. I need to get over to the Feral and get a bark up on him. And probably big overgrowth as well. For him to survive through Elemental Mastery. I did blow some movement to get in there, but what are you gonna do? Oh, he sheared me. He did it. I'm kind of proud of him in a weird way. And there's full clone healer. Did I pre-bear the stun? No, I didn't. I need to bark. Oh, that's Vendetta. I'd like to stun it. I'd like to stun Vendetta. Oh, somebody else did it. Okay, cool. Running into Africa. Hard casting out here. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. We're cool. Coming back. I want to get some hots up. Shaman's already walled. I have Iron Bark very shortly. I'm just going to blow it. I need to watch for Hex because he's going to try and get it on me. He's looking. He's looking. He doesn't have leg sweep yet. He has his monk thing. I didn't quite get that. I can... Oh gosh, he takes so much damage. Yeah, cheap shot. get the rogue off me and push in. Get some more hots up for the poor guy. I don't have anything left for him. I can clone the monk. Maybe again. I would really like to clone that shaman low, actually. He's got just a couple more seconds of his wall. And that's gonna... Oh, that's his trinket, actually. That's really good. Getting Hex. Stunning the healer in a sec. Well, a couple secs. I get stunned first, and then he gets stunned. And then... Oh, that's damage. Big overgrowth. Somebody needs Ironbark. Feral needs Ironbark. I'm gonna clone the shaman damage. That's like all its cooldowns. I'll swap it onto the rogue now. Alright, and then you've got a vortex. I'm gonna get your root. Oh, long game. Cloning rogue. I need to get better at looking at people's buffs and debuffs instead of relying on the indicators, because the indicator is not always that great. Honey. A lot of hots. Shifting. Rogue's gonna get half cloned, baby cloned. I don't think they're connecting the shaman enough. I think they need to hit something else. I don't know what exactly, but something's not working out. Can I get a new clone? I can't get a new clone. Yeah, I'm at like 14%, man. I'm gonna go I don't know if that rogue's trying to get out of stealth or what, or out of combat or what. He cloaked. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna come in and throw out a vortex. That's Vendetta, so somebody needs Ironbark. It looks like I'll just give it to the Feral. I want to keep him offensive. Shaman popped wall. I'd like to stun him. I'd like to clone him, honestly. I know they're on him, but if I can clone him during his wall, that's going to prevent a lot of incoming healing, or at least get a trinket. There we go. Cloning rogue. Oh, incapped on it. Shaman's totally got wind shear. Like, he could wind shear me at any moment. That's incap. Do I have an overgrowth? I do. Let's get that out. Jude kick. And full clone shaman, or rogue rather. He's out of it. Popping my gift thing again. Trying to get a clone. There we go. Full clone heals. Oh, I feel good. I feel good about this kill attempt. I feel good. I got a reclone. No. Cloning bubble, cloning bubble. Please. Please clone bubble. Yes! And then switching it on the rogue. Bubble's over. Vortex. Can't get away. Blinking, stunning heals. Cloning heals. Shit, I gotta shoot. Try again. There we go. We got it. And another one. I need to Ironbark somebody, probably Feral. I gotta get another clone of the rogue. Why did I skinned and trinketed. That was dumb. That's his wall back up. Big heals. Cloning rogue. I need to get another clone of monk. Pushing in for it. Blinking. Aggression! Be aggressive. I got the clone. I'm cloning the Ascendants. We can't take that damage right now. Don't have any mana to heal through it. That's his trinket. I have a stun. Gonna get leg swept or kidneyed or something. I need to sprint my way over to stun the monk. You stun the monk. Cloning monk. Artifact thing. Recloning. Oh, incapped. Whoops! He's got a leg sweep too. That's bad. Overgrowth first! That was an important overgrowth. I don't know if it's gonna save him though. Kinda late dampening, guys. Little bit of the late dampening. Time to check mail. Yeah, well, I can't win them all. Changes real emojis to YouTube ones? Yeah, YouTube emojis are really silly. Scrolling up, because I was in that for a while. Holy crap. Doing skirmishes, listening to you is very soothing, especially when my mates are bad. Skirmishes are just, they are what they are. You just gotta do your best and hope that clone is one of the best cooldowns in Bark. Brewmaster's kind of fun for BGs. Yeah, Brewmaster seems like it would be good BGs. It's hard for non-stealth classes to run away from Brewmasters, yeah. I had a really hard time actually getting away from survival hunters. Like, I was trying to shift the snare that was on me, and I was just perma-snared. Like, it was not once, no matter how many times I shifted, getting off me even for a second. So I didn't really know how to peel a survival hunter off myself. It was hard. Super handy to how to people show you in real time how to use a tool with class. Yeah, more rats. It's got a lot of buttons. Honestly, you get clone, you get your healing buttons. That's most of them. Here's a cute one. Oh, I like the cute ghost emote. Half of her key binding should be Cyclone. You AFK didn't want to see the Ellie's damage? Oh yeah, I did. Whoops. Whoops! Nice tea kettle cozy, good idea. Do you like it? I knit it. I knit it myself, that's why it looks so crappy. I used to be able to knit, but I've never really been able to knit more than just like rectangles. Rectangles are easy. Non-rectangles not so easy. Alright, so they're going on, I don't remember. Demon Hunter maybe? I'll clone the regular hunter. Tree. Look at the tree! I want to stun the tree. I want to stun the tree. I want to stun the tree. Oh no, I'm trapped. I want to stun the tree. There we go. Stun the tree. Oh man, I got stunned. I got way too greedy. Alright, well I have a nice overgrowth coming in. Trying to clone the tree. Full clone the tree. Should not have an out for that. I'll throw a bark too. Recloning tree. Give to Gahan here. Why are you still dying through this? This is every heal that I have. That's all of them. That's as good as they get. Alright. Oh, that's on me. That's bad. I should probably actually be careful about using adaptation against hunter teams because they can just do this. And you really want to be holding your trinket. How do you target allies and enemies? Mouse wheel. So I have my mouse wheel up and down set to target my teammates, and then clicking my mouse wheel targets me. And then for the enemy team, I hold down shift and then I do the same thing. And then that'll focus 1, 2, 3 for up, down, and then click for shift up, shift down, and shift click. So, and then my macros, instead of having 3 macros for clone 1, 2, 3 or root 1, 2, 3, I just switch my focus up depending on who I need to clone with just my mouse wheel, so I'm not spending a lot of time changing my targets up. That's the way it works for me. The other thing that people will do is they'll have I still think mouse wheel targeting is the best way to do your friendly heals, but they'll actually put modifiers to a teammate. So they'll have, these are my healing buttons. If I hold down shift, it heals team 1. If I hold down alt, it heals down team 2. I don't really like doing that because my pinky gets tired. I'd rather just hold down the modifier just for a second to get to where I need to go. Hazel wants some tree. Maybe she should get a Blossoming Ancient. I have a Blossoming Ancient. I love him. He's got all the different leaves for the seasons. But I can't have pets out in arena. It's really sad. I have like 800 pets, and I can't have any of them follow me in arena because they don't stealth with you, so they give away your position. And then some people will do like a cyclone macro that basically clones 1, and then if you hold down a modifier, it clones enemy 2, and then if you hold down another modifier, it clones enemy 3. But I like doing it my way. All the ways are valid though. My way may not be absolutely the best because it means that my focus target is always going to be whoever I'm cloning, and that if I want to just watch somebody as a focus to see what kind of buffs they have, I have to switch it back to them. But it's really quick for me to switch my focuses and my targets. Most wheels are nice and quick like that. We're just trying to get our Feral Druid here this last, like, win or two. I don't think he needs that many more for his quest. Oh, alright, well, I'm gripped, which means I can blink out, because that's how that works. That's his damage. Feral's already incarning on me, I guess. I'll skim, but I don't think I need to pop anything else, because the Death Knight swapped, so I'm going to Ironbark my Feral, actually. I'll stun the Druid in his incarn. We'll try and get ahead here. He's re-stealthed. I'm going to get some Overgrowth Hots out really fast. And then the Death Knight has the bubble. I should have juked that kick. I absolutely should have juked that kick. But I can do it now. I can get the clone of the bubble. You always want to clone bubble, pain step, any big defensive cooldowns like that, because they're just going to heal up while they're in them. And if you can land a clone on it, it stops all incoming healing. And you weren't going to be doing damage to that target anyway, so there's no good reason not to have them cloned. So if you see somebody get Pain Sept or Karma, it's another good one if you see a monk that just put out Karma and you can clone the monk. That's going to stop the Karma damage. Oh, I see. I blinked first. That was bad. You always want to blink second. And then, of course, with Druids, you want to be getting... Oh, stunned! You want to get 3 hots up as soon as possible on the target that you're directly healing, because that's what it takes for your Master to activate. Alright. Oh, he ported. He ported. His Death Knight wants me. They're gonna stick to him. Feral's back out. Feral still has his kick. But is he gonna use it? No, he's not. That should let them get a little bit of progress on the Death Knight, maybe? Alright. Oof. Do I need to Ironbark him? Do they have anything out? No, I need to hold Ironbark because he's going to have icy whatever the hell very soon. So there's icy whatever the hell. I'm going to Ironbark him for that. And I'm going to clone the Feral Druid now that he's out and buy meat. I'm going to pop my Gahanir as well. That's like big damage from them. They just both got stunned. I got kicked. I'm going to go in there and stun the Druid. Reduce a little bit of damage. Get some big Overgrowth Hots out. Get stunned. Head over here. So yeah, that's the point where we want to get the clone. So that should be the end of the bubble. And they got wall as well, so that's really good. Did I juke? I want to juke his kick because I know he kicks. So I want to just juke it. I want to just no, not quite. He doesn't want to give it to me anymore. Oh, he's pretty low though. He's lining the hell out of his healer too. If I put a vortex on my healer. Oh, I ate that. I ate that right to the face. Big hots on me. Mistweaver's hexed in there. He's a full clone. That's Incarn though. And he's DR'd on stun, so I can't stun him. Awkward. Ironbark on the Feral. Don't really have any other buttons to deal with this. I should have held on to Gahanir for Incarn. Would have been good. We've got a wall there. That's good. I don't have anything to really keep my Feral Druid up. Also, he's out of my range. Come back. Come back home. Alright. That clone should stop some of their incoming damage. Also, that Feral Druid spent like a really long time CCing me when he wanted to be... Alright. So, brand new full clone over there. Those guys are stunned. Should be able to get a second one right about now. Whoops. Very well, it's okay. I'll just throw out my stun. And I need to Ironbark him because that's the thingy. He's got leg sweep up. Doesn't look like he's pushing in for it. I'll pop my Gahanir thing now. Big heals. Big heals. Big heals. I'm out of big heals. I don't have any big heals left. No big heals. I guess that's what I need to be cloning, honestly. One more big heal. Alright, Feral's no full clone. I don't know about this one. We don't really seem to be making any progress. What else can I do? I can stun, Druid, I guess. I blew my armbark a little bit early. Oh, it's fine. I juke his kick. Get the clone on his damage cooldowns. I don't think he's got an out for that. Feral can't kick me either, so I can just continue to clone him on his thingy, and then I can clone the healer, maybe? Yeah, full clone the healer. Maybe they can get a kill on the feral. Healer's out. Cloning feral low, maybe? Oh, I really needed that. He's gonna get healed back up. Sometimes it's okay to blink first against a Death Knight if you know that you can either get around the corner or you're going for like a blink meld. But I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna vortex them off me. And stun the Mistweaver, I guess. And then blink back. Get the clone. Guy just barely missed his kick. I can't quite get a second one. Feral's stealthed, actually. I don't think he can grip me, so I can probably just hang out over here and, I have to throw a bark at the feral. Oh, he's got incarnate. Oh boy. I'm out of mana. I guess here's as good a place to drink as any. I gotta just drink. If you can't, yeah. There was no cooldowns left to stop that, really. We gotta end the game before that point. Method released the audio for the kill of Helia. They party hard. Yeah, I don't know if we partied in Vent for our Odin kill. We went yay, and that was like kind of it. I feel like that's the appropriate amount of partying in Vent for a kill.
You will.
When you think of Odin, you think of Thorim. You think of Thorn, you think of the in the mountains. It's a pretty good one. You wonder how Thorim orders pizza while atop the big mountain. I mean, he probably just yells really loud. Somebody's gonna hear him bring him pizza. Yeah, I got time for a couple more. I'm probably not gonna level today actually on stream just because we only have like 20 more minutes before the stream ends. And then I gotta make dinner and then it's Pokemon Sun Moon time. Oh! I definitely doing the weird hipster owl. I'm all about the hipster owl life. Pull me in, coach. We're just doing skims. Trying to get a couple people their 10-win quest. But if you're Alliance and you want to do some threes with me sometime, I haven't done a lot of threes yet this season, and I'm looking for like patient, friendly teams to help me get back into it. And I hear that LSD is one of the better cons for Restrogers to run. All right. I think I'm getting Moon, and then he's going to play Sun, because I looked at the covers, and I wanted the Moon legendary Pokemon. Because that one was cute. I can get one Fear. I cannot get two Fears. I need to get to a Pillar. Is that damage from them? They haven't really popped much. I don't want to use Iron Bark before I have to. I'm just going to use it to try and get ahead. Oh, that's... Alright, so that's Void Eruption. That's Power Infusion. Oh, I ate that. That was bad. Whoops. Alright, so we got a good Hex. He's trinketed, so I can actually just stun. Clone Dispersion. And I should be able to clone the Shaman now. Not quite. Not quite. Silenced on it. Is the shaman gonna wind shear me? Oh, that stun though, that cap was so good. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it with my eyeballs. Oh man. Oh well. That was a good amount of opening pressure. Not quite. He doesn't seem to want to kick me, but... Alright, that's counter strike. That's gotta go down. Counter strike, counter strike, counter strike. How do I kill it? How do I kill it? Please don't kill yourself on that. Alright, it's down, it's down, it's down. Just clone Death Knight. Dispelled one of the fears. I have a stun back up. Alright, we got a new hex on the shaman. Should be able to clone out, actually. He doesn't have Trinket for a little bit because he already used Trinket. Oh yeah, we won, that's right. That's why nobody's stopping me, it's because they're all dead. I need to get a little better about using... Sometimes people will be lining me really hard in a pillar while I'm trying to chase for a Cyclone. And I think that's an appropriate time to use Yourself Vortex. Like, if you're not fighting a melee team where you're going to need it to peel them off yourself, you could probably just use it to get somebody to stay in line of you long enough to actually get a clone off. But if I was going to do that, I would have to do that in a situation where I've already gotten wind shear out of him, because I feel like he'd have enough time to just wind shear and then scooch right out of it. Gift to the Queen! Yeah, my problem with killing Counter-Strike is that my Moonfire is set to focus Moonfire. So if I have a focus, which I'm always going to in Arena. Nice, so we just need one more. One more win, and then our Feral Druid here has his 10 wins. But yeah, it always goes to my focus, so I have a really hard time actually getting damage just on my target if I'm trying to kill a Counter-Strike totem. Hi, Workson. 2.3k glad cutoffs for ally? Yeah, it's just rating hasn't really inflated yet, so I don't think gladiator is necessarily easier because the rating is lower. I think it's more difficult to play at that rating. Like, if I make it a 2k, I'm gonna be perfectly happy with being 2k, even though I was like 2.4 plus last season, because 2k is the new duelist, and that's all I was. It was just a duelist. You're too lazy to try and trade in line, so you have 2 3DSs and a copy of each. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Spike in WoW token. So yeah, the reason for that is that they've data mined WoW token being able to be used for BattleNet balance. So in the next patch, what is assumed to be the thing that's going to happen is that you'll be able to use the WoW token to buy character services, faction transfers, name changes, Hearthstone packs, Overwatch loot boxes, digital Blizzard games. Like, you could get Overwatch if you hadn't gotten it yet with, like, BattleNet, with gold, basically. So in anticipation of that, everybody, like, the prices have gone way up because, like, it's just going to be more valuable. And it's only going to get higher. So the Vicious Mount, it depends on which one you're looking for. There's 2 types, kind of. There's the Prestige Mount, which is like the horse. I'll show you when we get in here. So I think they're called Core, maybe Prestige. Yeah, so this thing. Prestige is War Steed. This is from reaching, I think, Prestige level 3, so you just have to get a bunch of honor. You just got to PvP a lot. Doesn't really matter what you're doing. And then if you want the actual vicious ones, which I guess are what you're actually talking about, these things, or like the one I'm riding, those you need to get either some amount of RBG wins. I'm not really sure. I don't do RBGs, but 100 3v3 wins. You don't need to get them at any particular rating. They just need to be rated 3s wins. So you can get a team together. You can play the lowest rating you want and just get 100 wins, and that'll get you one of the mounts. And you can get one of them per season. Okay. LA Ret. Rester Druid. Interesting. You want the Night Elf Master Race one? Yeah, that's obviously the best one in my opinion. Like, look at this thing. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Oh. Everything about it is just perfect. Oh, that's the Alec. That's the Vicious Alec. That thing's pretty sick. That's probably what I'm going to get next, because I don't have one for this season. Mine are all from last season's. They're going to sit on Ret. Sounds good. I'll try and clone the LA Shaman on his Master thing now that I've identified that that's what makes him do so much damage. Start playing US for cheaper games. Yeah. Yeah, the tokens are definitely cheaper in US, and they generally just always have been. So the Rester Druid's not out yet. There he is. I got a stun. He melded. I melded. I should be able to clone him. There we go. And they forced bubble while he was doing that, so I can actually get another one. Can I get that stun off? There we go. Now I'm stunned. Cloning the wall on the shaman. They should be able to kill the paladin pretty easily here. Maybe I'll clone him low, just until we can get some CC. Or that's his trinket anyways. Do I have a stun? Oh, nice banish actually. I can clone out. Why are we in LA? I thought we were gonna sit on red. What happened? What happened to that plan? I mean, I can clone red, that's fine. See, now I don't know. Now I don't know. I need to get somewhere though. I'm just getting cloned. Gotta sit on a pillar. Instead of the clone, I can get that. Get the bark up on him. Get the full clone. Try and get the stun if I can get over there. Cause that, oh, he got barked, he got barked. Can't kill him through that, cannot kill through bark. Must clone bark. Now I'm stunned. Alright, well I can't clone bark anymore. It doesn't matter, they're on the right, he didn't get bark. He has bop though, oh he's dead. No bop. No bop for him. Alright, so that is the last one that my feral druid needed. I'll probably sit and chat for a couple more minutes and then wrap it up for the day. Druids can dispel stuns. You've always been able to dispel Hodge. Hammer of Justice has always been a magic. Well, I don't know about always, but at least in Kata forward, because that's when I started playing PvP. It's been a magic effect, so you can dispel Hodge. You cannot dispel things like kidney shots. You can't dispel kidney shots. You can't dispel feral stuns. You can't dispel warrior stuns. You can dispel lightning surge totem stuns. You can spell cap, basically. It just depends on if it's a magic effect or not. Did I miss? I completely whiffed that Ursul's Vortex. I put it behind him. Yeah, 100 wins in ranked 3v3 arena. That's how you get the Vicious mount. Worth noting is that mount will only work on the character you earn it on. Oh. Oh, the Pharaoh wasn't in that. He missed Q. Whoops. Let's leave and try and get him in then. Thanks for streaming, hanging out, made your crap day better. Aw. I love watching streams when I'm having a bad day. I particularly enjoy watching Snuts stream. He's always got such a positive attitude that it always works out. He always cheers me up. It doesn't really matter what's going on. Snuts is usually in a good mood, or at least he's pretending to be in a good mood. And that's really what I need. All right, so we just got to get him one more. I thought he was in that one, but I guess the Pharaoh missed that cue. So one more win. One more win. You blame the Spider-Man that's making everybody go crazy for 2 million? I've only seen one of those since Legion came out. Just the one. I want one, but with how much gold I've been spending on raid consumables, I haven't really been able to save towards that goal. I've actually been bleeding gold since Legion started. I went into Legion with like 1.1 mil gold, and I bled down to like 800k, so I still have quite a bit, but no big deal. Her rating? I haven't done 3s yet. So right now I'm like 2k, 2.1k and 2s. RMMR was quite a bit higher than that. But we're just starting. And then I haven't done a lot of 3s yet. You can see I've only played like 20 games. So that'll go up we played 23 games, we won 17 of them. So that's going to keep going up as I actually play more. I just haven't really had time to play 3s. But I did a bit of 2s, and I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to work on it. Also, I don't speak Russian. My item level is kind of crap, actually. I have 847 item level. That's going to go up quite a bit once I replace my 815 boots, my 810 helmet, and then I believe I have an 805 frost relic. So once I get rid of those 3 things, I've been keeping an eye on world quests because I just know eventually a quest is going to pop that's going to give me a piece of gear that replaces that. Those were shoulders. That doesn't help. That's no good. This is the one thing. Oh, Frost Relic, Frost Relic. That's what I need. I need that. I need that. I gotta go get that. Flight acceleration. I'll probably do that once I turn off the stream. After this next and final skirmish. That's gonna help out my item level quite a bit. That's an 840 plus up from an 805 relic. It doesn't matter what the trait is for PvP. It just matters that it's higher item level. Woohoo! Skaterbun only knows how to speak not nice Russian. Why am I not surprised? Why does that not surprise me? This queue though. Every now and then I'll get a skirmish queue that just won't pop. I mean, this only been like 3 minutes, but I've had skirmish queues that were supposed to pop in less than a minute that take up to 10. And in Warlords, you would just like leave the garrison and go back in, and that would usually pop it, but doesn't always do the trick. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, we gotta win. This is the last one, win or lose, so we gotta win. World Quest add-on? Yeah, I've used World Quest add-ons before. I don't like them. I don't like how cluttered they make like their interface looks. I'd rather actually just look for things one by one. All right, we got a Disc Priest, we got a Frost Death Knight. And you know, if this was a 2v3, that would really be easier. That would really make this final win easier. Join the stream and say love your videos, keep it up. Well, thanks, Josh. Yeah, this might be a 3v2 actually. Sounds good, I'll take it. Good way to go out, yeah. Yeah, we've had some long skirmishes today. Usually skirmishes end pretty quickly, but we've had some dampening games. Oh yeah, I got more artifact power. That's gonna be good. I don't think Resto Druids are bad even after 7.1. I think they're fine. I don't know what, like, there may be a point after which you pretty much always take a Mistweaver instead of a Resto Druid. But they're always going to be strong again. Like, if there's a meta in which Mage Teams become stronger, Resto Druids tend to go up with Mage Teams because as a Resto Druid, you can immune most of the Mage's CC, particularly now that they no longer have Deep Freeze. So you don't have to be just, like, clenching your butt around the Deep Freeze cooldown to try and not get Deep Sheeped. Oh. I don't know if that guy's going to try or not. Just in case. Just a little cyclo just in case. Oh, he's trying. Oh no. It's okay, he's dead. Alright. Oh, I gotta... Alright. Well, that was my last one. We spent the entire stream doing skirmishes. I was gonna level, but I ended up not having time, but that's okay. I'm gonna play some Pokemon Sun and Moon now, so thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. The VoD from this, if you missed any of it and you want to go back and look over any of the games, is going to be up tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock-ish Pacific. And then I have another skirmish video that's been pre-recorded that's going to come out on Sunday. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!